Hello, my name is Willow Bordner. I am in Professor Davis's math class, and I am submitting the assignment for the geometry project. My reaction to the project, originally I was a little bit worried, but after I watched the sample video and I saw or I read what was required in the rubric, I felt like it was something that I could do. And I was actually pretty excited about it because I have built several different furniture pieces for my own home, and I enjoy building and applying math that way. So I was pretty excited. Um, I feel like I did a decent job of creating the inside and outside measurements because when you build any project, you have to account for the thickness of the wood that you're actually using. So I felt like I did a pretty good job with that. One thing I wish that I would have done was actually created the design, and in the future I might, because now I do have the measurements. So the model that I am presenting to you is a coffee table, and it is a very simple project, a rectangular prism. But it is, what I love about this particular project is that it's real functional. You can use it for storage as well as for eating at. And because of the legs, it gives it a little bit of, it just helps it to look more modern. But it's a very simple design. It has a sleek look to it. So the measurement of this rectangular prism is 36 inches in length by 20 inches in width, and it is 12 inches high as far as the rectangular prism goes. It is also on 10-inch legs, so that'll give it a total height of 22 inches when the lid is closed. When the lid is open, it's going to give it some added height. So it's going to open to an additional 8 inches, which will give it a total height of 30 inches. And that's pretty comfortable when you're sitting at the couch eating. And it pulls it forward too, just as well. So it pulls it forward about 8 inches and lifts it up 8 inches. So the net design, or the net of the drawing, so right here I drew it all out with each measurement. And you can see in in the formula for the surface area, it tells you surface area equals 2 times the width times the height plus the length times the width plus the length times the height. And it gave us a total surface area of 2,784 square inches. And what was nice about this net drawing is that I was able to specify each area in each category. So we have over here, it's 36 by 12, which is 432, 36 by 20, 36 by 12 again, 36 by 20, 12 by 20, 12 by 20 again. So you can see why they got that surface area formula, that each one is put in here twice. So it really kind of pulls it together for you for how the surface area came out to be what it is. And then I did cut it out so that you could, so you have this is the net of the drawing, and then when you fold it up, of course, you have your actual rectangular prism. The only difference, of course, is that this lid doesn't pull forward like a normal coffee table would. Okay. The relevance for this project. This project is relevant to the teacher because you're able to actually apply the mathematical concepts that you're learning about, and instead of just entering it on a computer or doing the math on paper, you're actually able to create something using math. So this is extremely relevant. In fact, to me, this is what it's all about, being able to apply math in real world ways. So What is my responsibility as a future math teacher? My responsibility as a future math teacher is to help students apply the knowledge that they're learning in the classroom toward projects just like this one, so that they can see the need for math and apply its concepts to real world problems. And this shows me that I can use math outside the classroom. So I think if I can see that, then the student can see that as well, that they can show this outside or use this outside the classroom and really make sense about why they need it, why they should know math, and how it's helpful for them. So I think this is a wonderful design. It's very functional. I think anybody would love to have a coffee table like this one in their living room. They can use it for in several different ways, and it's beautiful. So my customers definitely would appreciate this. They like the simple lines for the modern furniture. So I was excited about this project. I think it turned out well, and I hope to actually build this in the future. One thing I did want to mention, I did talk about how I accounted for the thickness of the wood. So for the volume, I actually changed it a little bit because the length on the outside is 36 inches long, 20 inches wide, and 12 inches high. But on the inside, because the wood is an inch thick, and because the bottom and top pieces get inserted in, and you have to also account for each of the sides coming in for an inch, you actually lose a couple of inches for the volume. So on the inside dimensions, it is 18 inches wide with 34 inches long and 10 inches high. So with those measurements, you come out with a volume of 6,120 cubic inches. So it is a little bit different than on the inside, but I felt like it was important to account for the thickness of the wood because that is an extremely important factor when you're actually building the project. So you have to account for that. So anyway, this was a great project, and I thank you for watching my video. All right, goodbye.